Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Astlibra. And it's been officially too long. I'm still a little bit gunked up, I guess, but it's certainly getting better now. And yeah, I need to continue this. It's been like a week since I last recorded, so good luck figuring out what we were doing. Now, we're trying to reach the hot springs on the other side of the mountain because there's been an avalanche blocking the path, of course, which technically should mean that, well, Milu and Kuro can't really easily return to Rispadar the way they came, so we don't really have to worry about them, no longer being there. And also the evil Prime Minister. Oh god, why do we have wind again? Somehow I was hoping that after, the Blizzard event with the boy and all that nonsense last time, we'd just be done with this? No? Clearly not the case. Also, these things are way too tanky. Why is this taking so long to die? With our fancy new sword. Yeah, anyway, the Prime Minister obviously should not be able to get there any faster than us. We should be forced to take the same path that we're currently taking. So we should be absolutely good, but despite the day that we lost trapped under the avalanche. But, logic and this game are fundamentally incompatible, of course. And also, Espada Ropera, the sword that we are currently using, actually does mean, I was wondering, Espada, as I said, just means sword. Ropera, I was wondering if it had anything to do with clothes, because ropa is, well, clothes. It just didn't seem to make a lot of sense in the context, so I thought it must be something else. But no, it's actually a dress sword, apparently, and that's just the Spanish name for a rapier. And apparently that's where the name rapier comes from, in fact. So it's literally just a rapier. It's, not magical or fancy or legendary in any way, really. But it is a very good sword. On paper, anyway. I guess I'm probably just mostly struggling because I have to constantly move forward, or else, I'm getting pushed back by the wind, which is just not a lot of fun, no matter how you look at it. I guess on the plus side, these enemies aren't really much of a danger to me, but okay, the blizzard is intensifying again, so I guess we're gonna have to deal with that again. Okay. Interesting. Can we just not use these mining points? Also, maybe increasing my attack speed is gonna help a little bit here. Okay. Nope, that just doesn't work. Unless... Okay, I can actually just keep holding right and it'll gonna stay stuck in place. Weird. Surely eventually the wind is just gonna go away and we can explore this place in, without this extra annoyance, if we ever want to. I mean, eventually I guess I'm gonna want to farm for the materials I didn't get. There was no treasure here, okay. There is here, and there is no more wind. Good. And I can see the little target up there. Okay. Is this, yeah, you can't just go through here, I see. I was gonna say, I mean, how do you handle... Oh, that's interesting. What? Can you land on that? No, there's just the tiniest little bit of ceiling, I guess, that you can get stuck on. I mean, here, I'm bonking my head on something, on the target, I guess. Whereas to the left and right of it, there's just nothing. But I can also not land on it. It's not a single block of collision. It's like a wall. Interesting. Anyway, I was gonna say, what do you do if you somehow don't have double jump? Not that I know that it's possible to not have double jump. You do have it as Karen magic. So I guess, yeah, no, I guess it must be possible to be here without double jump, let alone triple jump. But it turns out that is not necessary at all. Also, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use that. All right. Magical crystal, wonderful. Save here. We're approaching some sort of mini boss, perhaps. Oh, what's that? 200. Huh? Does it say 200 or? Yeah, I guess so. 200 up. For what now? Potion 200 up. Money bag. Well, do I press up 200 times? I guess I'm doing it. Although I'm not entirely sure what that icon is. There's no hidden treasure box on this screen, so not sure what I'm hoping will happen. Oh, that's better. And thankfully I have a rather mashable D-pad on this controller. Surely that must be... I don't know, man. Obviously I've not been counting. You can probably hear the clicking. It's very clicky too. Huh? Oh, I touched... I don't know. What? How could I possibly have touched the jump button? No, that... I still don't see how that could possibly have happened. It's the A button. Oh. What's going on? Am I slowing down even more? Weird. Well, I guess... if I needed to press it 200 times in a row, and that's probably not what I'm supposed to do at all. I have no idea what that means. 200 up. Potion? Kinda looks like the magic pot from, like, Legend of Zelda. Link to the Past. I literally don't understand how what made me jump earlier when I mean, yeah, I guess the palm of my hand mashing up on the D-pad was kind of near those buttons, but I mean, I would have touched the upper buttons first, obviously, and not the lowest one without touching the ones above. So strange. Anyway, surely this was 200 and nothing happened. Okay, and this is where we just grind to a complete halt. So wait, yeah, I totally do. I literally cannot move forward. Ah, okay. It's no good, the blizzard's too strong. Yeah, it sure is. But only over there. Don't think we'll be able to make it across. Should we wait for it to calm down? I mean, it would be preferable to find some alternative solution. We don't know when that'll happen. The condition might not change for a few days. I'm sure that was the summit just ahead of us. I get it, but do we even have another plan? We're getting pushed back because we're too light. Is there any equipment that'll make us heavier? Oh, is this where I need to equip that anchor? Aha, nice idea. We're gonna need to be pretty heavy though. Let's go back the way we came and see if we can find something to weigh us down. Doesn't sound like we've got any other choice. What the hell, let's just see if we can find something. Is that why where the anchor didn't actually... Collect various items from the mountains to increase your equipment weight and overcome the snowstorm at the summit. Interesting. Okay. Is that why this thing only cost money and no materials? To ensure that you could always just grind for it without having to rely on luck at all. Extremely heavy weight. I mean... Oh. No, okay, I'm still getting pushed back a little bit. Oh, that's equipment weight. 200 or more. Is that what it is? Where do I see equipment weight? Is that... You can see that somewhere. No? Gross weight 300. Okay. And does the anchor actually... I mean, I guess it must contribute to it. Although it doesn't show the weight. It only shows the weight for your weapon. But, I mean, our weapon is 290 by itself. So, Shouldn't that be good by itself? Can I just unequip that? Just equip anything else. Status. Gross weight 67. Oh. Weird. So what's the weight 290 all about? I guess that's being reduced by our agility? Oh, is it literally... Is our agility literally just subtracted from the equipment weight? This is 10, this is 290, so 300 total. Yeah, that should leave us with 67. Yeah. Wow, okay, it's actually that simple, that's straightforward. Interesting. And this thing, if I was willing to do the math, that sets us at 300, exactly. Oh, because, okay. I guess it doesn't make complete sense, because we still have... No, we have 0 agility, never mind. I thought it set it to 1, never mind. Okay, so that just reduces our agility to absolute 0, so... Alright, okay, fair enough. Makes perfect sense. Oh, but I still can't move. I mean, I can move like a pixel at a time. But I cannot possibly get any heavier. Or maybe I could, actually. Wait. Maybe I can. I suppose. Oh yeah, okay. So literally just equip the heaviest stuff that you have. Oh. And the blizzard's gone. Well, that's convenient. Because it would have been extremely awkward to keep going like that. But, I mean, what... I suppose the game must have been suggesting the anchor, right? That's the thing. You have to basically nullify the effect of your agility, however much you have at this point in the game. And the minus 9999 ensures that no matter, you know, even if you put every single point only into agility, you will always be able to reduce it to 0. So that's nice. But you still need pretty heavy equipment. I suppose there is the Espada Ropera, which is 290 by itself. But as we saw, that is not even enough. So, anyway, we got it. Huh? What? What the hell? Did the blizzard just stop? Damn it, we went to all that trouble of making ourselves heavier. What a waste of time. I mean, thankfully, it wasn't much of a waste of time at all, because we had the necessary materials already. It's still weird, though. No, hold on. I'm getting a real bad feeling here. A bad feeling? I've heard stories about this. They say it appears when strong blizzards wind down. The Lord of the Mountains. Whether people got caught in an avalanche or simply went missing in some mysterious way, rumors about the mountain began to circulate. They say that there's an unknown magical beast roaming the summit. But anyone that sees its shadow lurking or comes across its giant footprints doesn't return to tell the tale. So how did the tale ever get spread? No, there's no way. That's just some rumor. I mean, we've fought literal gods at this point. How bad could any magical beast be? Seriously, guys, stop freaking out. I don't know. Something's telling me that it's here. Oh, it's 2 of those guys. Okay. I mean, I was wondering. They don't look particularly snowy or, you know, Bigfoot-like, but we've obviously seen one of these in the arena. This is the first time the arena fight was actually a weaker version, because here we're facing 2 of them. It was usually the other way around, right? Where the regular mini-boss was just one enemy, and then in the arena it would make you fight 2 of them at the same time or something. Okay, anyway, we should be fine. Of course, we don't want to use that super heavy thing. We also definitely don't want to use this. Thank you very much. Just gonna put that back on, even though we really don't need the triple jump necessarily, and we could go for something with more stats, but we're fine. What element are you guys? Dark. So ideally, we'd be using light. Alright, they spawn snowballs in my face. That's fine. You're doing something I'm not a big fan of. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wow, you actually hit hard. When I let you. Yep, and I'm currently letting you. We should not be doing that. Oh shit. No, no. poison. Oh god, what is going on? Why am I stuck in place? Oh, because I somehow managed to click on the stupid crossbow and I... No. Wait. Oh no. No, I don't want to use a doll. I also don't want to... No, that's fine. Yes. Ah, it's annoying. Okay. I mean, I don't really need to do anything. That being said, light. We do have this Collision, which does deal light damage. Is that worth it? I mean, it's more than 100 less attack power, so I don't know about that. It's also much more lightweight, so... Well, I mean, for now, it doesn't matter. We're using this just to get past the blizzard. I guess I'm probably still better off with the Espada Repara, and we can... I don't know. Just try not to get stuck in between those two guys, where with, you know, absolutely no idea what's currently going on. With, you know, multiple bouncing snowballs and them punching out of sync. Obviously, that was just a huge mess. And also, yeah, I don't know how I managed to click on the stupid double crossbow. That obviously was the nail in the coffin, because I suddenly couldn't move and I couldn't figure out what to do. I guess all I needed to do was press B. I thought I did do that, but I guess not in time. Anyway, yeah, we have fruits to heal with. We get antitoxin, because apparently those things also spew poison, for good measure. Anyway. Skip all of that. Alright. Wait. Don't need that. Also, apparently I'm not immune to poison. No, not at all. Okay. Maybe I should change that, actually. I guess that would help here. So I at least don't have to worry about that. More defense obviously would also be nice. Do I even have more poison resistance? You'd think so, but... But I guess not. Okay, well then. I mean, I could always use this. Minus 30 agility at this point is not as big of a deal. It's not really that good in terms of just pure defense power. More attack power, actually. Just more HP. It's a bit boring. Or I guess I could just go... I mean, honestly, the wig is still not terrible. The stats on this are not great. And, I mean, when am I ever using my third jump anyway? Barely ever. It's 10 agility, sure, but I mean, this is also 10 agility, but also 10 car. I mean, honestly, that's not really happening that much. Let's not worry too much about that. Skills. I guess we're gonna use Unicorn for damage. Turtle Shield probably isn't a terrible idea, considering these things hit pretty hard. Yeah. Spewing poison. Does it aim at me? It does, unfortunately. Okay, let's start by using some of that. Would you stop cancelling my heal? Apparently it does that even when you successfully block an attack, which is kind of lame. I don't know. Probably just me, though. No? Oh my god. What is even going on? I have no idea. I'm just standing there, hoping for the best, kind of paying attention to my health and waiting for everything to just work out. And it's mostly working. Also, I think we still haven't used up the spell. Also, is one of them dead? No. No, it's not. We're getting there, though. Okay, let's not get punched now. Okay, let's eat another fruit. Okay, one of them died, finally. And the other one did. Okay, Jesus. That was way tougher than it seemed in the arena, but it was 2 of them, so there's that. UMA achievement. Defeated Bigfoot. UMA. U-M-A. Which means horse in Japanese. Also, it was all capitals, as if it's an acronym. What? U-M-A? No idea what that's all about. Maybe all the boss achievements are in all caps? But then the name still doesn't make sense. Right on. I didn't think there'd be 2 of them. Yeah, same. No wonder nobody comes back alive. Their luck ran out when they met us. Karen, you didn't even do anything. That's not true. Karen passively provides spell effects. I was fighting in spirit. Yeah, you helped. It's fine. Okay, did I change anything that I need to change back? Not really. Made some decent progress on that sword. I don't think we got a bunch of items. Or did we? Not really. Oh, we did get this. Yeti's fur. Ah, of course. The fur of a yeti, seen in the snowy mountains. It is thick and often used to make warm clothes. Or whatever we're gonna end up making of it. And I was just about to say something about, now that the death of the Bigfoot thing, probably having finally removed all of the blizzard effects for good, but nope, immediately proven wrong. Although I suppose now that we know that being heavier protects you from the wind effects to an extent, we could theoretically just, make ourselves heavier again. But is that really worth it? I'm gonna say no. To me personally, it's not seem worth it. Although it is very annoying being pushed back constantly like this. It's not getting any less annoying. No treasure on this screen. And once again we have no blizzard. I mean, at least it's not constant, I suppose, but why even have it at all, at this point? Haven't I suffered enough? Also, okay, wait, what is going on here, actually? What is actually happening? Was I somehow, like, stuck on top of one of those snowballs and it was just dealing constant damage to me or something? Is that what was going on? Huh? Can I still not cast this somehow? Okay. Learned magic, fine-tuning. Good. Fine-tuning. Might as well equip that, I suppose. That means, of course, that it did not get any stronger, which is fine. Sure, it would be nice to have a fire-based weapon here to melt, literally melt through these mostly ice-based enemies, but that's fine. Skill. Charon, rather. Fine-tuning. Reduce the weight of your shield to 0. Oh, okay. Wait, that's kind of the opposite of what we want here. Also, I mean, the shield is, in this case, it weighs 10. I guess other shields are a little bit heavier, but honestly, none of them are very heavy. Like, they're all completely negligible compared to our weapon. Interesting. Even our heaviest shields are not very heavy at all. So that's kind of a pointless skill then, but I mean, as long as it's free, we'll use it. Snowballs again. Out of here. Okay, what's going on? Why am I not... I swear I tried casting the spell multiple times while at full ST, and it still wouldn't let me. But also... yeah, it is... okay, one more to max it out. I feel like I maxed it out twice before now, but both times I died and reloaded and then didn't do it again. There we go. It's maxed out now. We're not gaining any red stuff here still, right? Nope, still at 0. Only getting white, blue, and some purple, I guess. Which means we could be using... yeah, sure. You know, overpaying a little bit as we usually do. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. Can we even make it to the end of this? I don't think we can. Maybe if I pooled everything together, we could afford this. Sure, it's a new skill that we can start leveling. Convert force, everything into green, right? We want to convert this into green. And then this also into green. Can we even... oh, yeah, of course we can. 350. Can we convert more of that, actually? There we go. Yay, random shots. That sounds... I don't know how that sounds. Can target anything on screen to attack and always hits. Oh, okay, so not so random, really. If there are fewer enemies, the attack is more concentrated. Honestly, I like the sound of that a lot. Random shots. Thunderbolt is 180. Oh, wait. So we probably can't even afford this, even at full ST, because it is more expensive than it shows here. Wait, that being said, Thunderbolt was more expensive before. Yeah, no, actually it would have been probably just over 200 before it was reduced. Right. So we should probably be able to just barely cast this. Alright. Let's find out if that is correct. Can indeed cast it. And it does cost almost everything that we have. I did not really see the effect of it. It was looking at something else, I suppose. Oh, wait. Okay, I see. It shows little target cursors over the enemies and then shoots them, I guess. It's not the optimal element here, but I'm sure it still does something. Okay, we finally popped out on the other side. Presumably over this way. Yep, there's just the other side of the blockage. Do we have any new? No, we don't. Nope. You'll be fine if your feet don't sink. They say there are shoes somewhere in the world that can float. Yes, we have those. Do we have anything? Yes, actually. We can make the Great Sorcerer's Staff, which might very well be fire-based. Although the gem in it is a bit more pink, so maybe not. We can't make this or this, because we still only have a single Yeti fur. None of the other materials at all. We did get some of those gems. But those by themselves don't allow us to craft anything, apparently. Okay, so we can literally just make this one thing, huh? Alright. It's a little bit disappointing. It is fire-based, okay. And of course, as usual, it doesn't really show us how strong it is. Yeah, fine-tuning is kind of pointless anyway, so we don't really need that. Thank you. We could, of course, use a Freet. We would be benefiting from the extra fire. Lionheart, still don't know what that does. Super armor, cicada shell. Right, I suppose that has saved us some damage in the long run. That is obviously super useful. What's the thing I'm usually getting rid of? Huh. Gumption? Benefits of combo bonuses. Yeah, we don't need that. Let's go with the Freet for better fire damage. What's the timer say? 32 minutes. We can keep going for sure. Okay. I mean, this is basically just a usable version of that incredibly heavy, you know, Lieselotta's staff. Oh, it's also two-handed. Unlike... I see. It's not a scepter. Well, I mean, this isn't classified as a scepter. This still allows you to use a shield. This one does not. So, that is unfortunate. We're still going to use this, of course, just to level it up. Sign reads, Urugut hot springs ahead. Right. I mean... It's not like I necessarily want to. Look at that. We're definitely killing those things quickly, though. Yeah, I'd say we're definitely killing them faster. Oh, look at that. Thanatos formula. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Thanatos. Death itself. Well, that looks promising. Wait. It's an armor, which of course we can't make. Beautiful armor named for the god of death. It will make your enemies tremble. It will make you dead. No, hopefully not. It is good. Yeah, okay. A bit more of everything. How does it compare to the regular ones? I mean, this is also... Honestly, this is a lot more HP. Just a little bit more defense. This is a little bit more defense. Less HP, actually. 10 magical power, meh, whatever. This is a lot more of everything. Well, a lot more defense power and a lot more HP. And this is just a little bit more defense, or some more defense, a little bit more HP, some extra STs, some magical power. Okay, I mean, yeah, I guess I'd maybe use this over just straight up post-apocalypse mail. I suppose I would. But, of course we can't make it, because we have not encountered most of the enemies that drop new stuff in this chapter. Let's, you know, since we just got a rare drop, even though we're Just gonna probably deal with a bunch of cutscenes and dialogue. For now. Maybe not. Maybe there's some sort of boss fight first. Okay. Huh. These are not the hot springs. This is just some empty field. But, okay. Apparently we have the climax of the story right here. The targets have been apprehended. No explanation for how the Prime Minister was able to make it here past us. But not so far ahead of us as to already be, you know, be done. Humph. You've been nothing but trouble. What the heck is wrong with you people? Apparently they have taken the gem from her, huh? She no longer has it. You think you can treat women this way? Or, well, anyone, but... Ugh, I can't use magic? I heard there would be a sorceress here. So, what do you think of our army's magic division? Even the famous Witch of Balcade is just a helpless woman if her magic is sealed. Wait a second, you're the Prime Minister of Risperdar? I don't know what that royal bitch expected, giving you all the jewel. But as expected, it's under my control in the end. With this, I can finally open the door to Elysium. Ha 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 ha! Elysium? Get out of the way! Who the hell are you? Gah! You're the remnants of the guild that escaped my grasp. You guys! Shit, they got here before us. Well, we still got here in time, it looks like. That's far enough. Come any closer, and I'll chop their heads clean off. What? You bastard! Wait, Gao. Dear hero, Gao, I'm so sorry. I don't care what happens to me, but I'll kill you if you lay your hands on Kuro. I've achieved my goal. The jewel is already in my hands. Do you know what this means? He's saying there's no reason to keep them alive. That's true. Oh, also, I can't help but notice that the shields these guys are using are one of the materials we need, actually. So I guess we're going to be fighting them, for sure, and also, I guess we're going to be fighting more of them, which makes sense, I suppose, if we're going after the Prime Minister, that we're going to end up fighting more of his troops along the way. So maybe we will go after him to Elysium in this very chapter. Urg. Men, deal with this lot. No need to go easy on them. Yes, sir. I wanted to watch you get beaten to death, but unfortunately I'm a busy man. I have a new world to create. What the heck is he talking about? I'll be taking the women. They can be a nice reward for the soldiers. You bastard, you won't get away with this. Now, are you sure you want to move? I wouldn't mind their heads rolling here instead. Keep it together. The situation is dire. We have to wait for a good opportunity. How long do you think you'll last against my magically enhanced soldiers? Now then, I hope you have fun. It's nothing personnel, kid. The Prime Minister's orders are absolute. Sorry, but you have to die here. You scumbags, aren't you ashamed of taking women hostage? Defying his lordship would result in our deaths. Let's take out the soldiers before chasing after the Prime Minister. I mean, that seems like it's pretty much unavoidable. If we can't break through them here, then there's nothing we can do. I don't think I need to remind you, but our opponents here are just normal humans. Well, magically enhanced, but still. Don't kill them. Knocking them out will be enough. I mean, it's not really within my control. They're light elemental, apparently. Alright, you're not really generating ST unless you're hitting them with the weapon itself. What is happening? What's actually damaging me? It's probably just the reach of their swords is longer than I expected. And of course, with all the effects layered on top of each other, I could not see what was going on. Also, is there one soldier still left alive on the left side of the screen there? What's going on there? Damn, they were a lot more trouble than I expected. They're no ordinary soldiers. He said they were magically enhanced, though I didn't expect them to be strong enough to delay you two. Well, I mean, they didn't delay us for that long. We've been based in Risperdar this whole time, but I never noticed how shady things were behind the scenes. At any rate, time is of the essence right now. We have to catch up with the Prime Minister without being noticed. Yeah. Oh, nope. That guy was definitely not alive. Did we get any items from them? No. No shields. Unfortunate. Oh? What is that? Yeah. Is this a magic circle of translocation? What? The Dark Witch said translocation magic would shorten her lifespan. Did that bastard force her to use it? Looks like he forced his own mages to cast a spell, apparently, and they died. No, this isn't ordinary magic. It's a magic circle. It requires careful preparation and is activated by a sorcerer's chant. He must have had this prepared, but translocation magic is forbidden, on top of shaving away the caster's life. And even though this magic circle was powered by multiple people, they'll all suffer the cost. So does that mean all the dead sorcerers here died after activating the circle's spell? Hey, come on. He threw away the lives of so many people just so he could teleport anywhere? Somewhere, rather? Prime Minister Lazartus. I heard he was shrewd, but it seems that he is also heartless. Can we use the circle too? To chase after him? It's already closed. It's only active while the sorcerers are chanting. Oh. So you're saying they got away. Where the hell did they go? Risperdar Castle? No, he said he was opening the door to Elysium. According to legends, the entrance to paradise is on the western edge. The western edge? That's why he used translocation magic. I mean, how far is it? The western land. It's far from here, beyond the sea. Oh no. Even traveling by ship, it would be a long journey. Crap. What the hell do we do? Despite this, we can't give up here. Somehow, we have to find a way to reach the western edge. Yeah. Well, that's just very inconvenient that we cannot use that portal. It still looks very active to me. After that, we traveled through various places, searching for a way to reach the western edge. The demons at sea prevented us from traveling by ship. Without Kuro, the Shield of Lia's power was ineffective. Far from the western edge, we couldn't even reach the western lands. We've barely slept since then. The bar was seized, and even now we remain wanted men. I do not know when we last had a proper meal. Well, it's a pretty bleak situation right now. It's been nearly 2 months since the incident in the Snowy Mountains, and we've made no progress. But, I mean, there's the queen. The princess. Maybe she can still leverage some sort of power. Ah, you're up? You haven't slept that long in a while. Where's Gao? He went to see how things were in Belcade. He'll probably seek help from the Great Sage as well. Hey, I'm back right on time. Aren't you back a bit too soon? Well, turns out there wasn't much point in going. Belcade's sorcerers are wiped out. Yikes. What? Yeah, also, I mean... Now, of course, I can't help but wonder how different things would be if Shiro were still alive. I guess we could have asked for her help, or would she have been wiped out with the rest of the sorcerers at this point, and from here on out it would be the same, basically. With that, most countries have fallen into the Prime Minister's hands. Yikes. Somehow I didn't expect him to turn into the big bad from this point forward. Most countries goes beyond just this continent. About a month ago, the Prime Minister returned from the Western Edge, bringing with him weapons called relic soldiers, troops that seem to be formed from stone. He initially used the relic soldiers' sheer numbers and overwhelming combat power to purge all demons from the world. The Prime Minister was declared the savior of mankind. However, after eliminating the demons, he proceeded to wage war against the world using the relic soldiers, mercilessly slaughtering people while reveling in his power. The threat of weapons used at the whim of human desire, an endless carnage that showed no signs of stopping. The world is heading down the road to extinction. Too real, man. And that means the Great Sage. The Sage's tower was destroyed by those ancient weapons. He protected the people against the relic soldiers for those 1 month? What? The Sage's tower was destroyed by those ancient weapons. He protected the people against the relic soldiers for those 1 month. Huh? The Sage. He protected the people against the relic soldiers for 1 month? It's incredible he lasted that long. I think that those is just too much. Maybe? Or I'm just incapable of comprehending that sentence. I see. Such terrible news. Looks like someone will have to go to the past to fix things before they get this bad, huh? Heave-ho. Those relic soldiers are fierce. On top of that, there's way too many of them. There's no way in hell we can fight them. I'm thinking it's over. This might just be the end. Hey, there's one thing left. One more path we can try. What is it? Don't tell me you want to pray to a god or something. Well, not any god. Wait, don't tell me. We already have one with us. An instrument of God. Whoa, we already agreed that we would never use them again. I swore to Lisa that I wouldn't change the past a second time. Sure, we had that conversation. During a completely different time. Yeah, see, the situation is different. Also, we wouldn't be traveling years into the past. Only, like, 2 months, I suppose. So, you know, the consequences would be, well, relatively speaking, would be a bit more... what's the word I'm looking for? Well, we would be changing less of the past, so, you know. It's a bit less chaotic, I suppose. In theory, at least. This is an emergency. Do you really think your little sister would want you and the rest of humanity to perish? I know, I get what you're saying, but... Hey man, what do you think? I'll follow whatever you think is right. I'm not trying to push everything onto you, it's just... I just trust your opinion. Man, this really doesn't sound like me at all, huh? I'm with Gao. You're the rightful bearer of the scales. In this situation, there's no one better qualified to make the decision. Will you use the scales to change the past? Oh no, if I choose no, it's just gonna be a game over again, right? But I have to try, you know I have to. It's just been cutscenes. I saved after getting the rare recipe, so it's fine. I see, you're right. Oh boy, that was close. We said we wouldn't use them so many times. Felt like things were going in that direction. This is our predicament. We can't simply erase it. I just thought, what if we could start over? Alright then, there must be another way. Wait, is there possibly another way? We're still alive after all. You're right, it's too early to quit. If push comes to shove, assassinating the Prime Minister isn't out of the question. Right, now that that's settled, let's move on to our next strategy. We'll leave the Prime Minister speechless. Really? After that, we did everything we could. We joined forces with heroes from all over that were fighting back, formed a resistance, and destroyed a great number of relic soldiers. But they were mere soldiers, after all. The Prime Minister gained Elysium's immense power and took delight in slaughtering people, like a child with its first toy. We witnessed an overwhelming force. A single beam of light released from far above. It left behind a crater, a gouge in the earth that extended far, far into the horizon. The relic soldiers were not Elysium's world-dominating power. It was the battleship Radamantus. Flying far overhead, far from the reach of us humans, it violated the Earth with its rays of destruction. Literal orbital lasers. In the face of this formidable foe, Gao met his end. And now the man with whom I have shared so much pain, so much joy, my most precious companion, is drawing his final breath before my very eyes. Oh. And that's game over? I mean, we could still technically keep going, but I guess it seems pretty hopeless. Thanks for allowing me to speed up the credits. Well, okay, at least it's not just a game over screen. It was a bit more elaborate than that. I appreciate that. But also, clearly we have no other choice. We don't really have a choice. I mean, it would have been pretty amazing to have two drastically different paths through the game, right? One where we actually stick to our word and never use the scales again. And, you know, don't alter the timeline and maybe ally ourselves with the kid. Actually, I mean, yeah. Wouldn't that have made sense? He's still around, technically. I mean, I guess he only ever appears when we're tampering with the timeline. And we don't have another way to contact him. And, you know, simply by simply not altering the timeline, I guess we wouldn't really draw his attention. You know, and cause him to maybe want to help us with his considerable power. But anyway, that would have been interesting. I could see that possibly working out, you know, but it's not the case. We actually have to use the scales. Oh, right, we have to do this fight. Forgot about that. Huh? Wow. Yeah, they really do have a longer reach than you'd think. We can keep them knocked back, though. Skip. There's not really anything to skip here. Will you use the scales to change the past? I mean, I guess. I see. If that's your decision, we could say it's the fate bestowed by the scales. It's ultimately the will of Estrella. I mean, she apparently wanted us to have them, right? She didn't forbid us from using them at all. It's just the kid who's acting out of kind of selfish reasons. If that's what you want to do, I'll prepare myself for the worst. We're at the brink of the Prime Minister destroying the whole world. Whole situation's a shit show, so might as well do it, huh? Now, how do we activate them? Right. Until now, we've only been caught up in the effects with no control over the situation. This will be the first time we activate the scales with our own desires. That's true. Don't we just have to make a wish while near the scales? Based on what the Great Sage told us, as well as our examinations of previous incidents, I believe that we need two things. The bearer and the scales must be present, and someone other than the bearer must make the wish. Alright, I get it. So it'll work if I make the wish. Might as well do it now. You guys ready? Go back! To somewhere! In the right time! I think it probably needs to be a bit more specific than that. That really didn't work? The expected outcome. It's just as I thought. We were missing a third condition. The scales must be activated in a location relevant to what we want to change. Oh. If you thought that, you should have said something. We wouldn't have known unless we tried. If they had activated, we wouldn't need to travel elsewhere. That's true. A relevant place. Don't think we can go near Rispadar. If we want a direct relation, it would be the Urugut Mountains, where we encountered the Prime Minister. So we might be able to rescue Maloo and Kuro before the Prime Minister shows up with his men. Maybe, We still don't know if we can activate the scales, but we've got to be where we've got to be there if we want to try. Yeah, we've got to try whatever we can. Still pretty far to travel to, right? But I guess not as far as the western edge of the world. With that, we rushed back to the snowy Urgut Mountains, to the place where we confronted the Prime Minister. Around here seems about right. Yes, it's been quite a while since then. I can't stop thinking about it. We could have done more back then. We're not here to rectify that. We still have a chance. The chance to redo it all. Yeah, so this is fate, huh? Okay, Gao, it's your time to shine. Why does it have to be Gao? I think he's not the most qualified to make a, carefully worded wish. Why don't you do it, Karen? Think about how you felt in that moment. Okay. That moment. We couldn't rescue them. I thought we could catch up. I was so sure. Maybe it was arrogance. But I thought that no one stood a chance against us. I thought they were just ordinary soldiers. How could they compete with us? The ones that defeated the Demon King. That's why we're in this mess. We haven't saved anyone, and we've almost lost everything. Yao, if we could only go back. I'm begging you, gods. This isn't the world we want. What the hell? Looks like you've done it. But where is it gonna transport us to? It was not being very specific at all. Well, this seems like it didn't really do what we wanted it to do. Did we jump into the past? I mean, maybe, but not far enough, huh? Where's Gao? Hey, look! This is where the Prime Minister used the magic circle. Seems like the sorcerers are already dead. But the circle's still active? So we... okay. I guess we jump back to just... I don't know. While we were still fighting the soldiers, I guess? That delayed us long enough for the portal to become inactive? Hurry, we might just make it. So at least now we can go right after Lazartus to the western edge. It's better than nothing. We barely made it in. The Prime Minister used that magic circle. That means this must be the Western lands. We must have left Gao somewhere back in the mountains. When we jumped back that time in the volcano, he wasn't too far from us. Well, there's nothing we can do. We didn't have enough time to wait for him. We'll just have to go forward by ourselves. Still, is that a cliff over there? There's no sign of the Prime Minister and his men. This feels strange. For now, we should investigate the area. Maybe we'll find another path. We can always climb up this way. No? No, we cannot. Never mind. Okay, I think, yeah, we're actually gonna save here. I mean, we might as well. I'm gonna have to do without Gao, but that's fine. We'll figure out what's going on and how we can actually stop Lazartus and save Kuro and Milu and prevent the end of the world next time. For now, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.